So what races do you think
Uh,
have been the best?
Between Latin and Asians.
And that's the other problem. Always trying to pit each other against each other. Like, the first thing she asks him is, what race of woman do you think is better in bed? It's like narcissistic behavior. It's like pick me energy. Oh, don't you think I'm the best? It's pitiful. Pitiful. I just feel like any woman who is really confident in herself doesn't feel like she needs to be in competition with any other woman because she's too busy focusing on herself and bettering herself every single day than to go around comparing herself to other women of other races or anyone period for that matter. When you are confident in who you are, you don't feel the need to, you know, to compete and compare yourself with other people. And you certainly don't need a man to tell you, oh, I think you're the best because you're this, this, and this. And clearly you can see she's a voluptuous woman. She's got body on her. So she's used to men focusing solely on that. And again, she's a single woman. She's not married. And I'm sure she's probably wondering, well, why aren't I married? Probably because you're looking in all the wrong places and you seem a bit shallow. You don't seem to have much substance at all. No, not really, ma'am.
And Asians.
Okay.
Asians are very submissive and cater, kind of like a sex slave. So that's why they have a lot of Asian massage parlors throughout America. Because they know how to wash your feet, bathe you, wash your nuts, massage you, and then pleasure you afterwards.
You want a sex slave?
No. They're trained to be somewhat similar to that. So if you understand Asian cultures, you have the geisha girls.
Geisha.
Yeah. So I understand different cultures, right? So they're more service like women for their men. So that's why they do feet, they do hands.
Right. So what freaky stuff did you do with these Asian women?
Nothing. You just get the treatment that you don't get in an American bedroom, right? So more Western-minded women in the bedroom are more selfish than foreign women. So than Latin women. So Latin women or men, they got a high sex drive. They're sexual driven in the bedroom, and they take control and they're dominant.
Right.
Other women, the American woman is more please her.
Okay.
It's all about pleasing.
You think so? When you say American, you mean like anyone that was born and raised in America is more
I'm going to say the mindset.
okay.
Right. So there's a lot of people who's not from this Western part or doesn't have the Western culture mindset. The women seem to be more submissive.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I
yeah.
was born in America.
But
I am Colombian. But it is true. I do feel a lot more like I feel like I'm more dominant than a lot of my family that's straight from Colombia. They're crazy though. They're a lot crazier. See, I have a boundary. A lot of them, they don't.
Crazy and freaky and they don't go together.
Freaky and crazy don't go together?
Nah, hell no.
Shit.
No, they don't go together.
You need to meet some people then, because that might be. That'll change your mind.
So I've noticed this is like the third or fourth time that she has tried to bait him into saying what she thinks is right and what he should say. And I love everything that he said. He's absolutely right. Crazy and freaky don't go together. Why would you want to be with someone who is absolutely insane, but the sex is good? So you're going to risk your life out here like that dumbass. You know what? I don't want to call him a dumbass because he has passed away.
The women you run from, the freaky, crazy women, those are the women you run from.
Okay.
But the black guy, the African guy that was killed by the white girl in Miami, I forgot his name, but he wanted to stay with her and continue the toxic relationship. And everyone kept telling him that girl is going to kill you. But his thing was, oh, but she's white and she's sexy and she's an OnlyFans model and all of these things that it's worth you losing your life. Like, Make it make sense.
It's freaking crazy.
Well, you would never, you would have a woman with queen-like qualities that'll be freaky but never crazy.
What
So
is
just,
crazy?
you just said freaky crazy, right? That you just acknowledged that it does exist.
But I want
listen, the fact that freaky crazy exists with a woman is a complete turnoff for a man of substance.
Okay.
Because you don't want your woman crazy.
Okay.
The bitch and the hoe crazy. The woman ain't crazy.
What's crazy though? Crazy because crazy is different.
Anything problematic.
Okay.
Anything problematic that can be considered crazy. We don't have to define crazy. We know what crazy is.
This was awesome. It's so nice to hear someone tell the truth and not just go along to get along and say, "Oh, you're sexy. Whatever you say is right. Yeah, girl. Whatever you say." I think that he did kind of make her look a bit of like a fool, and perhaps she'll go back and look over the interview and maybe want to educate herself and kind of see that just because you're Colombian, it does not equate to you being sexy. There's more to physical looks to being sexy than just saying, "Oh, I'm Colombian, so I'm sexy." Like, no, absolutely not. And I like how he said men of substance, because sure, any old run-of-the-mill guy is going to go for a woman based off her looks. He's not going to care about any of the other stuff. Then when the shit hits the fan, it's like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? You went for the looks only, and you got yourself a psycho.
We don't have to define crazy. We know what crazy is.
You don't think that men kind of drive women crazy a little bit?
Okay, so this is the point where women, have to take accountability for not knowing how to control their emotions. Not all, but for the type of women that she's talking about, you have to learn how to control your emotions, is pretty much what he's saying here. The key word that she said was, let men drive them crazy. Yeah, you give away your power when you allow a man to drive you crazy. If a man is not treating you the way that you want to be treated and making you feel crazy, leave him. It's really just that simple. If someone is not bringing peace to your life and they are bringing sadness, frustration, confusion, be done with it. It's really just that simple. Stop being so afraid to be by yourself. Stop staying with the man because you're afraid to be by yourself. Learn to love yourself.
Stop it.
Well, no, men drive bitches and hoes crazy. Nothing drives a woman crazy because she's governed by her dignity and her grace and her principles and her morals.
Okay.
So no matter what a man does, a woman will always remain a woman.
Okay.
A girl won't. A bitch won't.
Okay.
A whore won't. A prostitute won't. But a woman, nothing gets a woman off her balance. Nothing. Nothing. So no, a man doesn't drive a woman crazy. Typically,
she's loving it.
I'm loving it, but
you hear that? Dignity and grace. That is what a lot of young women are lacking right now, and that is right there the problem. You know, I don't usually agree with what Charles White has to say, or whatever his name is, but he is spot on. I wish that he would talk like this all the time, because he's right. He's absolutely right. Keep preaching.
And her principles and her morals.
Okay.
So no matter what a man does, a woman will always remain a woman.
Okay.
A girl won't. A bitch won't.
Okay.
A whore won't. A prostitute won't. But a woman, nothing gets a woman off her balance. Nothing.
Preach.
Nothing. So no, a man doesn't drive a woman crazy. Typically.